Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rock House Music Alliance, and we're really excited to announce we've got Alex Williams in the studio with us today. What's going on, man?
How you doing, man?
Oh, boy, we're so glad to have you here. We've
Thanks.
had us a big old time today so far, and we ain't done yet.
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, yeah. Man, this has been awesome. Glad you come by.
This
So-
is fantastic.
Yeah, obviously you making some noise out there in the music industry and
Trying to.
putting out some of
say so.
them smoking songs and just badassery all over the place.
Thanks, man.
How'd you get into music? What was your
Um,
introduction into that?
I started playing, started writing songs, I guess, when I was 16 or 17 years old. My dad, heard me playing, in my room one night. Was like, hey, man, there's this talent show at the high school, man. You should try it out. It's called Wintertainment. I was like, all right, give that a whirl. Played the only original song I'd written at the time, and just kind of opened up to playing AMVETs and American Legions around,
Yeah.
where I'm from, and just kind of sprouted from there.
So you just was your family musical?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
See, mine's the same way. My family's
Oh, really?
not musical. My
Yeah.
dad tries to play the radio, but he still gets static on it.
Yeah.
So we have a hard time with that around here. But so you just, what was your draw to it? Like, did you have like influences, and you're like, I want to do what they do? Or
Well, my dad raised me on like, I remember him playing a lot of 80s hair metal.
Gotcha.
So I grew up on Skid Row and Cinderella and stuff like that. And he played this guy named Todd Snyder too. He's also a singer-songwriter.
Yep.
Lives in Nashville. I remember those two things. And then my grandparents had this record collection. They were always big fans of Willie Nelson. And they had Dream of My Dreams, The Wanted Outlaws record, and Redheaded Stranger. And those three records kind of got me into, playing country music. But I was doing a lot of different covers and things at the time, when I
Yeah.
was starting out. So, figuring things out, as anybody does.
yeah. Now
Uh,
you liked metal first before you kind of got into the country.
I mean, I wasn't like an avid, metalhead or anything. I was just I was figuring out music
you just
in
exploring.
general. Just exploring.
Yeah.
I played a lot of different stuff and, just figuring out the path,
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome.
yeah, man.
So
So-
you start playing music, and what point did you realize I could do this? Like did there come a time where you're like, shit, this could be a viable career for me?
Yeah, I think after I, did that whole talent show at the high school and started playing gigs and, like I said, AMVETs, American Legions, places like that.
Yeah.
I realized this is my path. This is what I'm, better at doing than most things.
Yeah. Now, did
So-
you have a idea of what you wanted to do before music happened? Did you want to be like I can't think. I was going to try to say something funny right there, but I fucked it up.
Yeah, no. Well, my dad's a criminal attorney, and like that seemed like the thing to do at the time. I didn't know what else to do.
Gotcha. So you were
following those footsteps and do that thing, but I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah. So you were thinking about
Yeah.
going down that path, and you're like, nah, I kind of like his music.
Yeah,
Music is a little bit better.
yeah,
for
it's a little
me.
bit easier.
Yeah. You don't have to put on a suit and tie.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Man, I recently had a venue that refused to book us because we wore jeans and t-shirts. I'm like, what?
well,
What? you heard the music? We're not coming in there playing jazz, sir.
a dress code or something.
Yeah, like some kind of. I'm like, do you not realize like we do country?
Yeah.
That's jeans, boots, and t-shirts.
Yeah.
That's how we roll.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was weird for me. I went off on a tangent there, but it was funny.
Makes sense.
So you're doing the music, out there doing the grind.
Mhm.
what was your first like huge accomplishment or biggest step?
Man, once, I had a couple years of playing in bars and stuff and, graduated high school. I wanted to move to Nashville, do that thing, and ended up going to school at Belmont University for probably a year. Similar story
Yeah.
is what we were talking about earlier.
I only made it 2 weeks, brother.
But yeah, I enjoyed. I think moving there, and that was such a great school. It was surrounded by a lot of world class musicians, and an inspiring place to be. As much as college was not for me, but I quit school and thought playing it. I got a gig down there at Tootsie's Orchid Lounge.
Okay, Tootsie's.
Yeah.
Nice.
And, old country covers and stuff during the day. And I was like, oh, man, that's good enough for me, to quit school. Man, this is it. This is the big time.
Okay, yeah. That's pretty similar to the one that I was telling you about.
Yeah, that's the big time, man.
Yeah.
And so I quit college and played down there on Broadway for a couple of years, and yeah, definitely got an education doing that, and playing with a band and just learning how a show works and things like that.
You got that PhD in honky tonk down there.
Yes, man. If that's what.
Hell yeah,
I got you call them.
Got that honky tonk PhD, my God.
Oh man, no man, it was a good experience, and wouldn't trade it for the world. So
yeah. All right,
absolutely.
So you're down there, you're doing the Nashville thing and playing and gigging.
Yeah.
Got a break with called a record deal, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was with put a record out with Big Machine, who was more or less like a mainstream label. But yeah, Scott over there that ran the label was a fan of the tunes and kind of made a record, just a one record thing.
Yeah.
And it was turned into Better Than Myself, and did a tour with Aaron Lewis.
Okay.
From Stained.
From Stained, yeah.
For a while, and did the Blackberry Smoke. We did like 25 shows with Blackberry Smoke. And that was fun. It was great. A lot of transitions going on.
Yeah.
From there, I met Whitey and got into the True Grit realm with Jinx, and did that whole thing for a while, and yeah, I mean, I owe a lot to those guys.
Yeah.
For having the fans that I do.
Oh
now,
Yeah, that
Wouldn't be able
exposure
to-
means the world.
Yeah. It's been so much fun. A lot of ups and downs as most people deal with, touring and wouldn't trade it for the world. So.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
Touring's some of the best times and some of the worst times.
Yeah.
Like it's exhausting.
Yeah.
Number one, you miss home. You don't ever know where in the hell you're at.
Yeah.
Did you ever have any of
Yeah.
those? Or like,
Oh yeah.
I'd like to talk to the crowd, but I don't know where the fuck I'm at right now.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like I went to sleep on a bus and woke up and here's the stage and that's what I do.
That's
of
right.
thing. Like,
That's right. Yeah.
Now, you have a very unique style of music. You're, especially vocally, your phrasing is very unique, and it just draws people in. How did you just like have that from the beginning, or was that something that you developed throughout your career?
Well, I appreciate you saying that. Obviously, from the inside looking out, I don't I guess I don't see, it's just how
Let's
I
just-
sing.
yeah, it's how you.
And, you know, how I just hear the song or whatever. I don't know.
Well, I think it's,
I appreciate you saying that.
dude. I think it's cool
you know,
because
uh,
when I hear you come across Spotify, like I'll be out messing around, I'll have my ears in
Yeah.
on the farm or something like that.
yeah,
I'll hear a song kick off, and if I don't know it, the moment I hear your voice, I'm like, "That's Alex," and I think that's a key factor
thanks, man.
to
Appreciate
an artist that has that unique ability. You know what I mean? It's like
Thanks, man. Yeah,
it's kind of like Waylon. You hear Waylon, you know that's damn Waylon.
right.
You know, they ain't nobody sounds like that or
Right.
this kind of thing. So
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, with anybody, man, it's a growth thing. Never. I mean, it's easy to do in the beginning to try to channel your influences a lot more, or,
yeah, like
pull from something, emulate.
emulate.
things,
Yeah, I use that
emulate
word a lot.
things. Yeah, it's a good word. But yeah, I think over time, you start to come into your own skin, and, as a singer and as a songwriter,
Yeah,
more experiences and yeah, I mean, things just change
yeah,
that way, for better or for worse.
yeah. Now,
So
do you remember the first song you wrote?
I do. Is that song that I played in
Okay.
my high school?
Yep.
A song called "Back to You." Uh, yeah, atrocious tune. Yeah. But aren't they all? In the beginning.
Well, and see, that's
I
something.
guess not all of them, but
We were talking about that off camera a little bit earlier. Why is it, do you think, that songwriters like us would, like, we write something and then we're like, well, that sucks? Is it just like nature that we don't want to be bold or anything? Like, I mean,
yeah.
it's kind of weird. Have you ever wrote one and been like, fuck yeah, this is the one, man? Like,
Yeah. Well, it's definitely a humbling thing to do,
yeah, it is.
for sure. Yeah,
And it's a vulnerable thing too.
it is
'Cause
very vulnerable thing to do.
You're pulling
most.
from your soul
Yeah,
and trying to put that out there, and then once you cut it and it goes, then hell, everybody knows what you were. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And maybe that's some of that.
yeah. I guess it just depends on personality or whatever. For
Yeah.
myself, it's been an uphill climb as far as like putting yourself out there, and especially in that way.
Yeah,
Um, Not an easy thing to do.
yeah,
So
yeah. It certainly can be a bit overwhelming at times
that's the
when
truth.
when you're trying to, especially if you write about something real personal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've wrote some stuff that I feel like might have been a good song, but I just don't have the balls to let people know that I wrote that.
Yeah.
It's like I'm hiding over in the corner like a fucking mole or something somewhere. Like, I've got this little thing over here I don't want you to know about, but then again, I feel like an asshole about it because hell, it may connect with somebody.
Yeah.
It may inspire them. It may let them know, fuck, somebody else feels this thing too or something.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, and it might be easier for folks that which is fine. It's a different path or whatever. But writing songs, with somebody else in mind, like writing songs for someone else,
Yeah.
it's probably easier to do that when as writing songs should always be for yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, first, and I think that's what makes us vulnerable.
Yeah.
Is when we it's not always a bad thing. Writing for yourself is a good thing.
Yeah.
So,
So when you write one, are you lyric or melody first?
oh, I don't know, man. Sometimes, as of recently, I start to just write a bunch of shit, and then
Yeah.
figure out a progression that works with it, and then, mess with the melody or whatever until it sticks or it doesn't.
Yeah.
And, but, sometimes sit down with a guitar and do that. What doesn't work, most of the time is, you know, having something in mind, to start.
Yeah.
I look back on even this last record, Waging Peace. I wrote the majority at my house, with my wife at the time in Indianapolis, and I really didn't start out with any sort of idea. It just came from just doing it. I
Yeah.
mean, just I found that it doesn't work just sitting there, your arm on your acoustic, just staring down at the ground and, not getting anything done. You're not going to get anywhere. You just have to let it roll and then go back and maybe edit afterwards or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just accept that it's going to suck.
Yeah. Just get into flow and just get something on paper. Now that brings me another question. Are you a paper writer? Are you a cell phone writer? Are you a laptop writer?
Man, I'm a cell phone writer.
Are you?
iPhone notes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it in all caps and
yeah.
yeah. I've tried, I started out, when I moved to Nashville and started co-writing, with other people, was doing the notebook thing.
Yeah.
Then I discovered the iPhone notes thing.
I'm a laptop guy.
Yeah.
Because, I work from home, so
yeah.
For me, if I'm working at something, I'm usually sitting at a desk and typing.
Yeah.
Right.
Do the scribbles bother you on the paper? Is that, are we on the same? I think it's that, because you can delete stuff.
The thing about me is the speed.
Okay.
I'll have so much shit hitting my head. I cannot physically write it fast enough to get it on the paper.
Yeah.
And I can type a lot faster.
Yeah.
And that's why I can't use a cell phone, because I got these gorilla thumbs and I can't get it down. So it's the speed for me that kind of drives me to the laptop.
Yeah.
And then also I can't see worth a damn, so I've got a big screen that I can look at and see what the fuck I'm doing. Right.
That's a good reason too. Yeah.
So that's the thing for me is the speed and just the fact that it kind of puts me into a mode to where I want to focus on this and I want to write this right now. And then that's just kind of become my processes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started on notebook, and I lost some lines.
Yeah.
And that's a shitty feeling.
It
like
is.
when you're sitting there noodling on the guitar and you just blaze out this badass verse, you're like, I got to put that down.
Yeah.
And then you get to line number 3 and you're like, fuck, what did I say?
Yeah.
Which, I guess a lot of guys will just write and record audio.
Yeah. Yeah. It can be such a rewarding thing, for your soul, and also, as a painful experience too, the self-doubt thing. When I have to tell myself this every single day, when I sit down, which I haven't written a song every day for a long time now, and I look forward to getting back to that again, hopefully. But, just telling myself, there are no wrong answers. There, nobody's harmed, nothing's harmed. You don't have to put it out.
Yeah.
That always helps a lot. Just accepting that something's gonna be a little rough until it's not.
Yeah.
That's always helped. So.
Have you ever had those that just hit, like you just sat down and write the whole damn thing in 10 minutes?
Yeah, I think there was only one song that I wrote pretty quickly, and that was a song that I had my newborn son in mind at the time. He's 4 years old now. A song called "The Struggle" off my last record.
Yeah.
I wrote in probably 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But everything else, is at least a 3 or 4 hour process.
Yeah. And then I've gone back. Man, these Bradford pears. We was talking about that earlier. Them damn things. I'm gonna have to get them some bitches cut down off of my damn farm. I've had enough. I'm choked up. I'm allergied all to hell over here.
Yeah, man.
I'm about to launch a jihad on Bradford fucking pears. But hell, that made me lose my train of thought. I got pissed off about the trees on my farm.
Yeah.
What was I talking?
Talking about writing tunes.
Oh yeah, I was talking about writing a song. Oh yeah, I've had some that I've wrote, and I just was in love with the hook. Like I wanted to write that so bad. And then I look at it, and one of the things that I struggle with a lot is it's almost like I can either write a badass verse or a badass chorus, but I can't get them both on the same topic.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes I plateau there a lot.
Yeah.
Like I just, for whatever reason, can get one or the other, and I just can't get the other piece of the puzzle to go together.
Yeah. And I guess, you know, what they always say, you know, the foundational thing, you know, you tell in the verses and show in the choruses, you know, but you know, there is no, you know, blueprint or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Still trying to figure it out all the time.
Yeah.
It's a fun jigsaw to figure out every time.
It's a perpetual experiment.
It is.
It was the 23rd of May when I heard the sergeant say, "Fuck it, round up the usual suspects and call it a day. Got no time to mess around, and I'm not dying in this shithole town for a soldier's pay." Well, it was too good to be true, but my discharge came through. I was on the first bird out that I could find. Rode that C-17, been to Stuttgart for a roundup on the mine. With my brothers picked me up, we got way deep in our cuts. Must have tore old Rapid City down. My big brother Jack said, "Boy, it's good to see you back. What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? 'Cause there ain't much between the pole and South Dakota. Barbed wire won't stop the wind. You won't get nothing here but broken odor. If I was you, I might re-up again." Well, we had good rain this year. Dad fed in some Charolais steers. Got 'em way cheap out of Texas 'cause of the drought. Well, we put 'em out on notes. They hadn't yet grown their winter coats way down south. Well, it was barely even fall, but that blizzard got 'em on. Left 'em sprawled across the pasture, stiff as boards. You take a sharp knife in your hand, skin 'em out while you still can, and you curse the Lord. Long you curse the Lord. 'Cause there ain't much between the pole and South Dakota. Barbed wire won't stop the wind. You won't get nothing here but broken odor. If I was these old highs are not worth much. Swell pitch 'em off the truck, pile 'em up in a horse trough in the lot. 'Cause they sell by the pound, they weigh like lead when you wet 'em down, and it's all we got. And with a gas lease or two, hell, we might have just made do. There ain't nothing under this ground worth a dime. Now the sheriff's on his way, and it's for damn sure not our day. It's just on time. Well, it's just on time. 'Cause there ain't much between the pole and South Dakota. Barbed wire won't stop the wind. Won't get nothing here but broken odor. If I was you, might re-up again. Might as well re-up again.
So, tell me about your favorite song that you've ever written or cut or released.
My favorite song, that I've ever cut.
Mhm.
Probably favorite song I ever wrote, I guess, was a tune called "The Vice." It's the last song off the last record. I don't know why. It just I like how it turned out.
Just something about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It felt good in the moment. Yeah,
So,
it just hit right.
thinking down along that line, do you prefer stage or studio?
I've never been super comfortable in a studio setting. I love recording and stuff, but I still have yet to feel at home, like in that setting.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a weird environment. They put
Yeah.
you in a ISO booth and you're in there with headphones
Yeah.
on. You
Yeah.
feel like an idiot
Yeah,
standing there just singing.
yeah,
Everybody else can't hear what the hell you're hearing. You
Yeah,
know,
man.
it's like you're just standing there.
under the microscope, type of situation. Yeah, no, I definitely prefer playing live. I think it's more of a raw kind of thing, and you're playing for people, and there's that connection there that, yeah.
Now I
Uh,
like the studio because you can be more creative in there. You can take
Very
chances, right?
Very true.
There's no harm in swinging for the fence in the studio.
Yeah,
But
and you can improv and stuff,
yeah,
uh,
you can just kind of
playing live.
you can do what you want to, but kind of like you mentioned, you can't replace that live show.
Yeah, two different animals.
Yeah, got the crowd engaged, the band's in the pocket, and
Yeah.
shit's clicking. Boy,
Yeah.
that's a damn drug. There ain't no cure. That's
Absolutely.
an addiction you'll never cure.
Absolutely.
Only the way you can do it is just Willie Nelson that and do this shit till you're 90 years old.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, man. Yeah. Two different sides of the deal.
yeah.
But yeah, both are as equally inspiring, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's been
That's part of the deal.
like one of the most memorable shows you've ever played? Do you have one that stands out? It's like, oh man, that was a great feeling. Or
No, I've got to play some really cool places. Probably playing the Ryman. Even with Whitey back
Yeah.
in I think 2018, Whitey Morgan. Yeah, we had probably a 25-minute set, but just being out there for 5 minutes was incredible. I never dreamed in my entire life that I would ever stand on a stage like that.
Yeah.
And to be able to play at a place like that, you know, history steeped in, you know, music in general. You know,
Yeah.
country music, obviously. But,
Man, that place
you know,
is,
seeing so many great shows there.
it's got some magic in there.
Oh yeah,
The
man.
place does.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just a cool place. You got the stained glass windows,
Yeah.
you know, just the balconies up there.
Yeah.
Like, there's something about that room that's just kind of magical. And
Yeah.
I mean, the people that have played there, and then I've never got a chance to. They barely let me just sit in the damn audience in there. It was, you know, but
Yeah, and then there's like, you know, places like Pootie's Hilltop Bar in Spicewood, Texas. It was Willie's road manager's place.
all nice.
And, you know, I played back there in my old band. It was called Williams and Company that I started. You know, not long after, you know, the Broadway days when I was playing down at Tootsie's, I had a band for 2 or 3 years. And, you know, we went out there and played at Pootie's and played for nobody, you know, but it was still still sticks in my mind, you know, just being able to, you know, play at a place like that, and that's cool. So.
Yeah. Now, would you rather play a sold out theater or a small like listening room? Like, what's your preference?
Man, like I would rather play a place that's packed with people that have to stand up.
Yeah. Okay, I got that.
You know, I think like, you know, with playing theaters and stuff where, you know, obviously I haven't played very many theaters where, you know, we're headlining gigs, but, you know, getting the experience as the opener and, you know, people filing in like you're going to a movie theater or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying like, okay.
You know, like it's a lot more of a exciting thing when, you know, people are already in there and standing up, and
Yeah.
you know, they got the guardrail and stuff. Always seems louder, and
Yeah.
you know, stuff like that. But you know, it just depends. If I'm playing solo, obviously it'd be great to, you know, play kick-ass listening room.
Yeah.
But you know, with full band shows, always a standing room place over a
Oh yeah, you
know,
got a full band. You just want to go, just rear back and rip it.
yeah, as opposed to like the movie theater kind of
Yeah.
you know, setting. But you know,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's different when, you know, when you're packing the place. You have the name, you're the headliner and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But now
yeah,
I've played a few like little writers rounds and stuff.
yeah,
And I like when I can see people like tune into what I'm doing.
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
absolutely.
I typically, if
Yeah.
I'm playing full band, I'm on drums. You know, we talk about that, but
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of cool for me. Like, I like when people really just listen and absorb the song. And like my style, which this is a good question. And specifically, I wanted to ask you, what do you think makes a good song? Is it the hook? Is it the way the structure is? Like, for Alex Williams, what's a good song contain?
I think a good song contains you know, like I said earlier, you know, something that, you know, it starts with yourself. It starts with yourself. It's got to be. There's got to be some sort of connection there.
Yeah.
You know, I know many people probably said that before, but you know, I don't think the hook or anything like that. You know, I think that definitely helps. It's definitely, you know, adds some muscle, you know, to the tune.
Yeah.
Focuses in on what things are within the song, but you know, I think the connection is the most important part. You know, obviously the person who's writing it, you know, it needs to be, it's honesty, you know, honesty and connection. I think that's what has driven songs since the beginning.
So you like that basically that genuine feeling of that song where you listen to that song and how it's structured and you're like, that came from a specific place at
Yeah.
a specific time in that person's
Yeah.
life that wrote it.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
You listen to Hank Williams' early stuff. You listen
Oh
to
yeah, dude.
Carter Family's
Yeah.
stuff, or Woody Guthrie, or they had lived that stuff. There's always been that that connection, that personal place that may not sound the same to the listener. Probably doesn't.
Yeah.
Because they weren't the one writing the song, but yeah. It's just that honesty and that connection, I think, is the foundation of any song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like a song. I kind of like a song the way I like a movie. I like one with a twist that I didn't see coming.
Yeah.
Those tend to grab me real
Yeah.
quick. Now, I don't want to listen to those when I'm mowing the yard, right? I want to listen to a upbeat jamming song.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But if I
And
want
great hooks are key too.
yeah,
I mean,
if I want to sit down and just really absorb some music, I like to hear a song that I don't know that shit was coming. Like
yeah.
Guy Clark, the guitar.
Oh man.
My
Absolutely.
God, I'm getting chill bumps
The-
now. Look at that,
Phenomenal.
getting chill bumps now talking about it.
Yeah.
Because when he talks about closing the damn lid and the boy's name was on the case, like what a brilliant fucking.
Yeah.
How the fuck does a human get smart enough to write that? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, man, it's just so intellectual and just fucking
Yeah.
awesome, man.
And he would always write his songs on graph paper too, like put the letters in the squares.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Building guitars,
Yeah.
down there in his basement and stuff, and never got a chance to meet him, man. He's one of my biggest inspirations.
Oh, that's a good topic. So, who's some of your biggest influences?
Oh man, honestly, I like anything that's good, musically. But when it comes to songwriting, probably Billy Joe Shaver, Guy Clark, Townes Van Zandt.
Yeah.
But I also love Tom Petty and the Black Crowes, and God bless Ronnie Van Zant.
Oh yeah, Ronnie, man, Skinner.
And
I think we all have a little
yeah,
Skinnered in us. If you play music, you
Yeah.
probably listen to a lot of Skinner
yeah.
coming up. Like that's
Jim Croce,
oh, dude.
yeah.
I put something on Facebook the other day. You know the character Borat.
Yeah.
Borat is a great value version of Jim Croce. If you look,
Yes,
if you
man,
fucking,
yes.
I saw
Never
that.
thought about that before.
Dude, I was laying in the bed the other night and I was watching Jim Croce. And I'm like, holy shit. That's
hard-
like if Borat could sing.
It's hard to picture him with the neon green bathing suit too.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Mr. Leroy the Browns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I took us way off of the rails there, but we brought that up and I wanted to talk about it because like once you see it, you can't unsee. It's one of those things
right.
like the red pill or the blue pill, but you're not coming back from this. And I saw that
Yeah.
the other night and nobody interacted. I thought it was funnier than everybody else did.
That's right.
I mean, but you get it, right? Like they look similar.
They do.
they look
They
really
do.
similar. So
Yeah. A lot of influences there. Sorry, I got that Borat image in my mind.
yeah, I guess we're gonna have to go to Kazakhstan now and play a couple shows over there for the
Yeah.
second best prostitute in all of Kazakhstan or
Yeah, man.
whatever we're doing.
Yeah.
What about? I have this list of things called songs I wish I'd wrote.
Mhm.
You got anything like have you ever heard a song and you're like, I wish I could have wrote that one?
Yeah. Absolutely. I think If You Could Touch Her at All, it's a Willie tune. And also my favorite song of all time, which is Rex's Blues, Townes Van Zandt.
Nice.
So he wrote for his friend Rex Bell, who owned the old quarter in Texas. So
I think I could include pretty much any Chris Knight song.
yeah,
Because that dude,
yeah, fantastic,
God,
phenomenal. You ever heard of this guy named James McMurtry?
I've heard the name. I'm not as familiar with the music, but
It's
I
another
have
big,
heard the name.
Big inspiration. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So.
So I go to something like, well, in talking about songs that have that twist in them, like North Dakota from Chris Knight. Like,
Yeah.
I'm listening to that song and I'm thinking, all right, well, old girl run off on him, you know? And then in the end of the song, spoiler alert, he finds her dead in the snow. She went to go look for firewood and lost and froze to death.
Yeah.
That right there, like, and for Chris Knight, the simplistic style of the way he'll take just says so much information in 8 or 10 words.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't know how the fuck he pulls that off, but it works so great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think anything in his repertoire. I really like.
Fantastic.
I really like "Paint Me a Birmingham." Oddly enough,
Great song.
that's a great. I don't like the fact that they modulated in the end of it. Like,
They did a lot of modulations back then.
why? Yeah. Have you ever modulated a song?
No.
I don't.
Not on my own.
Not on your own. Did you accidentally modulate one? I think I've done that a few times.
No, I mean, when it works, when it works, it works. A lot of, as you know, a lot of those old country tunes, man, they did that all the time.
Oh yeah, He Stopped Loving Her Today
Yeah.
modulates.
Yeah.
And I'm like, for me, I have a hard enough time just keeping the melody together on the way it started, and then we're going to pull off into second gear halfway through the fucking like. And I don't like the sound necessarily when a song modulates. Like, I'm okay with a bridge going way off the rails.
Yeah.
And then coming back.
Yeah.
But yeah, just
if you want to reach a little bit higher vocally, it seems to be the only reason.
I can only sing in one key, so that's probably why I hate modulating.
Yeah, work a little bit harder. That's it.
I mean, I put the capo on my giblets.
That's right. That's right.
That's the only way I can modulate one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people use capos on their guitars. I've got a different technique.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You ever had any just like real crazy things happen on stage or during a show? Or
yeah, man. I remember playing. We did this kind of mainstream country festival, I guess, as you will. It's called I can't remember. Country concert in Fort Laramie, Ohio, and we were playing the second stage. We went on, and there's this beach ball. People were tossing up around. You know. We were playing a song called "Hell Bent Hallelujah" off the first record, and I was like, "All right, man, it's like Kenny Chesney moment or something."
Yeah.
And this ball comes on stage. I'm like, "All right, man, let's never done this before. I'm gonna kick it back out there in the crowd." This lady was standing there in the front row with her grandma or mom, digging the gig or whatever. They're dancing around, kick the ball. Figured it's gonna go up. It goes straight in her face. Knocks her head back, and that was a good moment.
Did you apologize?
Oh yeah,
Like,
I did.
I meant to.
It was
that was a punt, not a line drive.
that was a lot of throttle going into the.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure there's been other crazy things, but I have to think about it.
Yeah. We had some fire alarms go off recently we're playing a place, and all the damn fire alarms went off, and they're like, "Well, do we need to leave or?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it. Press forward, keep playing. we just played. We're like, hell, when the fire department gets here, we'll stop. We were having a good time, you know.
Yeah.
We had some of that shit go on and whatnot. But tell me, one of my favorite songs of yours is "Old Tattoo." I just love the vibe of that song.
Thanks, man.
Where were you at, like, when you wrote that? Tell me a little bit of backstory about that.
Well, you know, you had that band that I was talking about.
Yeah.
I started. We lived out in a house together in Bellevue, Tennessee, just west of Nashville. And one night, you know, I've been working for Ford, you know, with our dear friend Addison Johnson.
Oh, Addison. Y'all was over there tearing shit up.
At the time, yeah.
You costed Ford a lot. That's the reason they're so damn expensive today is you and Addison worked over there and tore all their shit up.
Yeah. And I remember having, first of all, I wrote that song for my late grandfather that, you know, I didn't know very well. He was a pretty closed off dude and, you know, hell of a guy, you know, just a really hard person to get to know. And, you know, once he passed away, you know, I realized that when he was alive that, you know, you don't think about things when people are there that, you know, things that you yearn to know somebody a little bit more until they're gone sometimes. And that's kind of what that song was about. And, I started working on it, you know, late one night after getting done with a shift at Ford and sitting out on the front porch. And, it took me a long time to finish. I think probably a month or so, you know, because, you know, I knew that I was onto something good. It was one of those that, for myself anyways.
Yeah.
You know, that I wanted to capitalize on. And I was super pleased with how it turned out. And it was probably one of the most honest songs that, personal songs that
Man, I love that song. I really do. Like, I came across your music over Spotify. And I know we all have a love-hate relationship with Spotify.
Yeah.
But had it not been for Spotify, I wouldn't know a lot of the guys that I follow and listen to. I mean, you know, that algorithm does work. I get it. It's hard to fight it when you're an artist trying to break in. I get that. But I do kind of like the fact that it does allow me to discover new people.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the battle, you know, is because, you know, when it comes to, you know, percentages or whatever that you get off of, you know, streaming platforms and things like Apple Music or Spotify or whatever.
Yeah.
I understand.
What is it like? Is it like a third of a penny every
I'm sure it's
stream, or?
0.000 whatever, but
Yeah.
like you said, man, I mean, the upside is you have access to everything.
Yeah.
You know, and it's you know.
And your true fans understand that. They're going to, just like me, I'm going to hear Alex Williams come across my Spotify when I'm out there working on the farm.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hear a song and I'm going to look at it and I'll be like, got to remember this dude, you know, follow the whole 9 yards. And then I start looking for shows.
Yeah. You also think about the people that, you know, don't have the money to spend, you know, you spend $15 on 1,000 records.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, it's a downside that, you know, people can skip around. You know, you can't put a record on and listen to the whole album, but, you know, to be able to pay $15 or $20 a month to
have access to
things to songs that could save your life.
Yeah.
As opposed to, you know, people that are struggling that, you know, they don't want to spend $15 on a record every time,
Oh yeah,
you know,
yeah.
or a single, or $2 on a single or some shit.
Then you never know what in the hell you're going to get.
Yeah.
You know, if you think back to the CD days and the cassettes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I get both sides, and valuing the artist and everything and all that, and but I do appreciate the access, and
I think you get stronger fans that way too, though.
yeah,
When they find you, you pop up, and like I said before, that's what's so unique about your music and your style is no matter what you do it your way, and I appreciate the hell out of that. Like,
thanks, man.
I was looking through some of your Facebook stuff. Like, you'll go cover some old 90s rock songs. Like, dude, is there anything you can't play? Because everything you play has this Alex Williams cool vibe.
Well, that means a lot, man.
Layered
Thank you.
on top of, like, I already like the song, and then I get to see the song through your lens.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And I think that is just super cool. To me, it's the definition of artistry as far as a musical artist is.
thanks, man.
I can
Appreciate
take
that. Thank you.
I can take a song that I like and I can present it to the world through my eyes, through my ears, through my emotions and feelings. And dude, it connects every single time. I think it's just badass.
Thanks, man. I mean, I think you strip any song back in any genre and
Yeah.
bring it down to your level vocally. If you're covering something,
Yeah.
The bones are going to be chords that you could play on an acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
In a song is there. The song is there always. You could think of a death metal song that's coded with a bunch of guitars that are tuned to low B or whatever, and you miss out on what's underneath. Sometimes or. Yeah, I mean, it's everything is a song, man. I mean, everything starts with chords that we know,
Yeah.
the foundation. Yeah, I mean, it's always a enjoyable thing. It's an inspiring thing to dissect songs and take them back to the bones.
Yeah.
And take away the noise sometimes, depending on the genre.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
just it all starts to become a pattern after a while, and it's fun to rework things to make it your own and stuff. Definitely helps with songwriting too.
Yeah, and I'm one of these people that I like when somebody will take a song and change the genre.
Yeah.
Like they'll take a rock song and play it bluegrass, or they'll take a bluegrass song and play it blues. I heard somebody do like just a super, just hardcore blues version of "Will the Circle Be Unbroken."
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was
Cool.
just badass. They just pulled it. I was standing
Yeah.
in my window,
Yeah.
and they took it just right back to the damn roots of music, and I was
Yeah.
like, that is cool.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that as much as I appreciate somebody pulling a song out of their head from thin air and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of the material that you put out, and I'm like, he gets it. Like you're just one of these people that understand music that way.
Well, I'm trying to, man. I mean, I think it's an ongoing education, man. It never
Yeah.
stops. Every time, I've written as many songwriters and whatever out there are doing the thing. You have to write so many shitty songs to get to ones that you dig, and I think I mean, just always figuring it out. Every time you sit down to write another song, it's a new day. It's square one again. It's a scary thing, but it's what that's what creates growth, and always going to be showing up for that.
Yeah. You got any idea what your ratio is from shitty songs to good songs?
Oh man,
I
the
think I'm
shitty
probably-
song pile is a lot bigger than the ones that.
I'm probably 100,000 to 1 over
Oh
here.
yeah,
Like,
absolutely, man.
it's
That's the way to do it.
it's significant,
Yeah.
man. I wrote one the other night,
Yeah.
and then I got to looking at it. And I'm like, I hate that damn song.
Yeah, and I think like anytime you try to sit down and write it, like I'm gonna write a great song or today, it's not gonna work out.
Yeah.
It's just not. I mean, just keeping an open mind and feeling like this is the first song that I've ever written every time seems to work a lot better.
Yeah.
But you know how it goes, man. There's no formula or anything.
There's not. I mean, I don't want there to be a formula, because if you make it, if it turns well, there's some people using a formula,
Yeah.
but
Oh yeah.
they're down the road a little way.
Yeah.
They're using all kinds of formulas down there, and
I guess there is
I don't.
machine
Yeah,
or formula that works.
yeah.
So,
I don't think we're part of their tribe.
yeah. Yeah. And commercial's not always a bad thing. It's just when it lacks the substance, and you can tell.
Yeah.
It's for reasons. Beyond.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's
personal.
just. I mean, it's hard to really connect in with a song when it's thin like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not saying everything has to be serious or anything like that either.
No.
If you want to write a good time song, then cool. But
you can write a good time song and have some smoking ass lines in there that are just catch people. They're like, "Fuck yeah, that's a
man.
great line,"
Yeah. I think it's just a lot of this, doing a lot of the same, and there's a system for that. Anyways.
Have you got a favorite line that you've wrote?
Favorite line that I've wrote?
Yeah.
I think there's a line in the Vice where it's hard to think of. I don't have a guitar.
Okay, that's a valid point. Yeah, I put you on the spot there. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
No, that's all right. Yeah.
I've got a couple that I'm pretty proud of. I wrote one. I've got this song called "Hypocrite,"
Mm-hmm.
and it's about what you would imagine. And one of my favorite lines I think that I've ever written is, "How can you stand there dressed in all your glory, telling everyone not to do what you did last night?" And
Love that.
I wrote that,
I love
and
that.
I was talking about hypocrites,
Yeah.
and some kind of a preacher standing up there, knowing what he did the night before,
Yeah.
telling people not to do what he just did, and that hit me, and I wrote that line, and I'm like,
That's a great line.
that's a cool line. I'll
Yeah,
play that one for you later.
Yeah, please do.
It's a pretty cool song, but
That'd be
yeah,
great.
I've got that one. That was a pretty good one. I was pretty proud of that one to come up with that kind of thing, and it's a powerful message.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, keep it on the level. If you're going to do it, do it. You know, go full in.
Yeah.
So, speaking of going full in, how was that jump for you going full time in music? And was it scary? Did you have doubts, or did you just hit it and be like, I'm just going to do this, and I'm not even thinking, I'm just going to run with it? Or did you have any reservations or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's, I wish I could say, it gets better as you go, but, it's not true. For some people, it's an uphill trajectory.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, there's, I started off playing gigs for, bottom of the barrel, kind
Yeah.
of, gigs and
Cover
and,
your tab.
Yeah, and then when more life happens, uh, sometimes the gigs get better and you feel like you're killing it, and then next thing you know, you're right back down to where you
It's
felt like you were when you were, when I was 19 years old again.
a roller coaster.
Oh yeah, and I think it's what keeps it real, and it's always going to happen.
Yeah.
It's always going to be peaks and valleys. Hopefully, have some better problems than yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Music is it's a really weird thing. It's so powerful. Like you said earlier, it could change somebody's life. It could save their life. It can do that. But I don't think a lot of people understand the struggle and how hard it is to be in this business. Yeah. And everything's so subjective. Yeah. It's like you could bust your ass and just pour your entire heart and soul into putting a show together or an album together, and it doesn't resonate with people. Yeah. And then you feel like shit. You're like, damn it, why? Like, what am I missing here? What are other people doing and I'm not?
Yeah.
But
it's easy to look sideways and stuff. And when I got into this, all I ever wanted to do was to play shows and write songs. I mean, I've tried to do the business thing, and I'm not wired that way. I know that's probably an excuse in this day and age, but it's just one of those things where I just don't think about it that much.
Yeah.
It's probably led me astray in a lot of ways, but I've always just loved playing music, and that's what I've been best at doing. Probably keep it rolling.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of fun to get to do, and especially that times when you can connect with the crowd, or you have somebody come up to you and they're like, hey, I really appreciate hearing that song. It meant something to me, or, this or that or the other. It's really cool, and especially how more accessible it is today.
Yeah.
With the technology that we do have. We got social media, which I hate, but it's a necessary evil. Mm-hmm. We got streaming services. I mean, even on the recording side, you can cut a decent damn record in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. The technology has gone to the point, and I think it's the way it should be. I think anybody that wants to do music should be able to do it. There shouldn't be some fucking barrier you have to break through or something in order to try this and to experiment with it. And I don't think any of us know what the fuck we're doing. Mm-hmm. We're just doing what we feel and hoping that it means something to somebody else,
Yeah.
And I really enjoy where we're at with that. And the way music has gone, and especially the way things are now, Mm-hmm. I can go from riding around in my tractor listening to Spotify to sitting here talking to Alex Williams in less than a year. That's fucking amazing to me. Hey, it really is, man. I mean, it is.
Honored to be here.
We live in a world now to where I can discover just one of the most badass artists ever, and have the technology and everything else to be like, hell, I can sit and have a conversation with this cool dude. Like, man, it doesn't get better than this.
Likewise, man.
Like, it does not get any better than this. And
likewise,
it's just super cool to me that we live in this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think there's a big change in music now, to where I think a lot more fans are seeking artists like yourself, because they want that substance in their songs. I don't think they want to hear a couple chords in a drum loop anymore, and the same line repeated 37 times in a row. Like, I don't think they want that. I think I think COVID helped us. because it took live shows away.
Yeah.
And now we're coming back off of the backside of it.
Yeah.
And it's that's the old adage, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Well, if you don't have the opportunity to go see a concert, number one thing you want to do is go see a damn concert, right? You're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And I'm a little biased on this, but there ain't nothing better than that old 90 hertz kick drum punching you in the chest.
That's right.
You know what I'm talking
That's
about. You go to a show and that old kick drum gets to hitting you up in them innards in there. You're like, hell yeah, this is where I need to be right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And that's that energy and everything else that plays into it. And man, we certainly appreciate as fans that you do what you do, because man, you've got some albums out there that are just top notch. Some songs that'll just pull you in. I mean, captivate an audience.
Thanks, man.
Mama and grandmother, know you're dressed in blue. Tomorrow's town crowds pass you by. They won't have a clue what you're going through. They won't have a clue. You lost a father and husband just 2 days ago. Tell the truth and never say the kind of strength in the soul that can let you home down in your soul. 'Cause you know time don't heal, it's just fading like the floors of an old saloon. You can hide the pain away, even if it's carved right into you, like an old tattoo. Like an old tattoo. Well, I'm sorry, dear grandfather. No, I've showed up late. Couldn't be beside you for your last few breaths. Stand right where you lay to tell you all the things I forgot to say. And then sing Black Hair for Christmas was the closest that we got. It was how you doing, what else is new? Here's a look of right, and that was always gone. But I love you right. And I know time don't heal, it's just fading like the floors of an old saloon. You can hide the pain away, even if it burns a bit of truth, like an old tattoo. Lord, it ain't just strength that lies under the skin. There's a heart that gets scarred in a spin. And I know time don't heal, it's just fading like the floors of an old saloon. You can hide the pain away, even if it burns a bit of truth, like an old tattoo. Like an old tattoo.
Well, we certainly appreciate having you here today, and I say we get out of here and play a little music. What do you
Let's
think
do
about
it,
doing that?
Let's do it, brother.
Well, folks, we certainly appreciate you tuning in, and we would like for you to go follow Alex on Spotify, Facebook, all the socials. Hell, I can't remember them. Google Alex Williams. He's all over the world out there. Just Google him and buy his merch and go to a show. Tell him you seen him on the Rock House Music Alliance. Do the whole 9 yards. He's just one of the super coolest dudes and plays some of the most cool music you ever heard, tickle your eardrums. So we really just ask that you support these artists that you see on this show. And we do this because we love it. We love the music these artists are putting out. And I'm done with talking, and me and Alex are going to sit here and play some music now. So we got to go. Y'all have a good one.